In this video, we're going to look at how to check if a website has Google Analytics already on it, and if it doesn't, then how to set up an account. So firstly, if you go to a website and then you want to right-click somewhere over to the left-hand side, and you want to go to this section that says View Page Source. And so this brings up all the code for the home page of the website. So then we'll go Control F or Command F if you're on a Mac, so that we can then search for I usually just do the UA and a dash, and what you're looking for is UA dash and then a number like this, and it should say around somewhere around it, it might say Google Analytics as well, but definitely if it's got a UA dash and then a code, then this is the code that's on your site. So if you've already got one, then you really want to try and find what the login is for the site, like which Google account that it's connected to, because otherwise if you create a new account and add it to your site, then you'll lose all the data that you had from the past. So if you're having any trouble on locating it, Google actually has guidelines on what to do as far as how to claim an analytics account for your website if you've got an old one on there, and I'll put a link to that in the description below the video. Okay, so just say that you don't have Google Analytics on your site, then what we want to do is set that up. So firstly, you want to sign into Google Analytics. Or if you don't have like a Gmail email and login, then firstly you want to go and set up a Gmail email. But once you've got a Gmail email, you can basically sign into everything. So like Google+, Google Analytics, Google Webmaster Tools, all that sort of thing, YouTube. So at the moment I am signed into my account, but so now I've just signed into another account that is hopeorganics100@gmail.com that I've never used for Google Analytics before. And so you can see it comes to this screen asking you to sign up. So then you would click on the sign up button, and then it's got a whole list of things that you can do to actually set up your site. So you want to put in your account name, whatever that is. So we're going to do a pretend one and just say it's Hope Organics, and we're going to say that it's the same for the website name, and then we're going to have the website in there, and then you want to select a category. You don't have very many to choose from. So we're going to say shopping for this one. Then you want to put what country you're in, so obviously Australia, and then you get the options of which part of Australia. And then we go and get the tracking ID. Again, we have to put what country we're in and accept that. Okay, so then it's given us this tracking ID, so UA and then this number, and this has also given us the full code here. So it really depends on your website as to where this code goes. So you want to know what platform that your website is built on, and then the best thing to do is to Google that to find out how you actually add it into your site. If you've got a WordPress site, then it can either be added, usually this whole code here, added into your theme, or if you've got a WordPress site and then you've got a Google Analytics plugin, then usually you can add this code into the plugin. So we'll go into my theme so I can show you that. Okay, so I'm in the back end or dashboard of WordPress, and I have installed a plugin, which is a Google Analytics plugin. So I'll show you here. But this plugin installed underneath my settings. So I've got the settings in the left-hand bar, and then I've got Google Analytics in here. So this is the plugin Google Analyticator, and so it gives me two options. I can either authenticate with Google, or I can continue without authentication. And when I do that, it takes me to a screen where I can just copy in the analytics account for. So this is my Fruitful Online one. So just say I was going to go to my Hope Organics one, then I would copy this tracking code and I would put it into this section here. Now I like this plugin because it enables me to make sure that if anyone's signed into my website as an administrator, it doesn't track anything. But the other option is usually to go to your WordPress theme. So there's a theme here with all my theme options, and so usually I tend to find that it's under the general settings section. So we went to general settings, and it's kind of got appearance, custom CSS, advanced. So usually it's a matter of just sort of clicking all the tabs and scrolling down until you find the section where it says add the tracking code. So you don't want to do it twice, you only want to do it once, but I'm just showing you on this site, Fruitful Online, there's actually two ways. I could put it into the theme. The reason I don't tend to put it into the theme is that if I changed my theme and then I forgot to put the Google Analytics back in, then I'm not going to see my tracking. And so that's why I prefer to install a separate plugin and then put it in separately. But really, it probably doesn't matter if you're not going to change your theme, or if you remember when you change your theme to put the Google Analytics back in, then you'll be fine. So that's basically how you create your tracking code and add it to the site. And then once you've added it to your website and saved it, then you will be able to basically see all the results from your website. And that's what we're going to have a look at in the next video.